Hey, my Y&R fans, welcome back to the channel, Soapies. Happy Friday. Hopefully you having a great TGIF. Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about in this November 22nd episode. Yeah, we got Victor asking Adam and Nick for their take on Sharon. Chance asks Phyllis a lot of questions, and she ain't happy with him either. And Sally and Billy, oh yeah, they hit the sheets. So you know what? Without any further ado, let's go ahead and talk about what happened in today's episode. So we start out over at the GCAC where we got Sally and Billy. They making out at the bar. Now when they pull their lips apart, they remark on how this keep happening. Now they decide to take it upstairs where they get to her suite and they keep making out. Now the lights turn pink and do the mattress dance in slow motion. They then lounge around in bed. He ain't sorry that this happened, and she don't have any regrets either. Sally claimed that she's feeling lighter, like she's finally walked out of a jail cell. There's a lot to unpack there, according to Billy, and she was stuck in her head and a little sad. Now she's free, and he's happy to hear that. Now they're happy, and they're there starting to do some hydrating. So she says that if they hadn't waited, this would have looked like revenge schmecks. Now he asked if it wasn't. Now Sally just wanted to prove herself that she could move on. Now he admits that deep in his unconscious, part of him knows that this would make Adam's head explode. But consciously, this was all about her. They both enjoyed this in the moment. They make out some more. And once they get dressed, she said they need to get out of here and eat. And then they talk about what to order and decide to share. And ladies and gentlemen, my soapies, it looked like we finally got a bit of a love scene on The Young and the Restless. And let me know your thoughts, but it's about time. So now Phyllis wake up at the hospital with Lucy and the kids around her. Now Daniel rushes off to go get Elena. Summer tells her mom that there was an accident. Lucy asks if she's remembering them. Now Phyllis says their names. She recalls the accident and her daughter gets her to settle down. Daniel and Elena come in and the doctor sends the family out so she can check on her. Now Daniel tells Lucy, look, things are going to be okay. His daughter has never seen Phyllis look so scared. Now Elena comes out and tells them Phyllis will be fine. They need to take their time with her. And they return to Phyllis and she asks about the accident. Now she recalls Nick pulling her out. Summer tells her, look, you can slow down a little bit, not so fast. Phyllis was like, what happened? Her daughter breaks the news that Daniel has been cleared of all charges. Daniel adds that she was right and it was Sharon all along. And she was like, I knew it. I knew it. She was shocked that she confessed everything too. None of this should have happened. So then Chance pokes his head in and he wants to ask some questions if she's up to it. And of course, Summer is hotter than fish grease at Chance and thinks that, I think this can wait. But Daniel says, nope, let their mom do what she wants. Now, Phyllis agrees to the questioning and the cop asks them to step out. Now, Summer is reluctant but leaves with everybody else because she's pissed at Chance, and especially since they just broke up. Now, the detective asks Phyllis what she remembers and she asks what Sharon could be sentenced for all she's done. Now, he informs her that she's out on bail. Now, Phyllis is shocked when he explained that her friend Michael took the case. She started to lose it, pointing out that she told everybody that Sharon was guilty and they ignored her and arrested her son. She tells Chance that Sharon must have tried to kill her too. Now, he says Sharon has no recollection of that accident. Chance then says that he don't even know what happened yet. Now, Phyllis reminds him that she caught Sharon in her room. If he had arrested her then, she wouldn't even be in the hospital right now. Or at least so she thinks. Now, Chance asks what she remembers about that accident, and it's all a blur to her. It's vague. She says that she will remember if it was Sharon, and she will nail her to the wall. He says, look, we need to get the facts first. But Phyllis assumes that he's a little bit too biased on his ex. She demands her phone, remembering that Sharon texted her to meet, even though we know that wasn't Sharon, and it must have all been a setup. Sharon tried to unalive me, according to her. So now over at the ranch, Adam is walking around and tells his father how stunning the place is. Now Victor says that he decided to rebuild it to make Nikki happy. Adam assumes he called him over there for another reason other than decor. Nick arrives and Victor asks why Sharon is still out on bail. Nick says, look, the DA was decent and now she's home and she's feeling steady. Victor don't want her back on his property and in their lives after everything that she's done, or at least so he thinks. Now Nick insists, look, she's not a threat, but his father finds this hard to swallow, pointing out that she unalived Heather and likely drove Phyllis off the road. Nick says that she's not looking to cause any more damage, and his dad asks Adam if he thinks that she's a threat. And of course, this offends Nick. Now, Adam says this has nothing to do with him. My name is Bennett. I ain't in it. Now, he and his brother start bickering back and forth about their feelings for Sharon. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Now, Nick is appalled when Adam says that Sharon shares his darkness. Now, Nick thinks his brother is projecting that garbage. He insists that whatever Sharon did had something to do with her meds. He won't defend what she did, but there are other issues at play. Don't know it. Now, she's been having blackouts, and that all sounds convenient to Victor, and Adam thinks that his brother just refuses to see Sharon's dark side. Now, Victor expects Nick to keep him informed about the case. He announces that he's taken over Chancellor and Nikki will be in charge tomorrow. Now, they discuss how a loser Billy is, and Victor explained how Jill agreed to sell him the company. He's sure that Nikki would make it a great success and will be happy to spread the news. His father reminds them that anyone that comes after them, they're going to pay. Summer calls Nick and tells him that their mom is now awake and she's okay because of him. And Nick, he takes off. And finally, Adam asks his dad if he was really worried about Sharon being a threat. Now, Victor worries Nick would be dragged right back into her orbit. Well, too late for that. Now, Adam is sure that his brother is determined to be her hero, and he's gotten past feeling like he needs to save her. But Nick, he hasn't. Now, Victor says Nick needs all their support right now. You're going to need it in a minute, Victor, especially since Ian and Jordan are coming for you. Now, Victor and Adam head over to the GCAC, and Adam asks about Glissade, and Victor explains that he washed his hands of it and is no longer a priority. Adam was like, okay, what's changed? And his father explained that Chancellor is the far better and bigger prize, and Adam assumes the whole point was just revenge on Jack. He then notices Billy and Sally walk downstairs and watches the two of them kiss and hold each other. And Adam lurches forward in his chair, and we know Adam is going to have a lot to say. Okay, so there you have it. Let's get the conversation started down below. What do you think about Victor asking Adam and Nick for their takes on Sharon and the battle that they were having? Which I'm like, please, they were getting along so well. Let's not start this again. Phyllis is hotter than fish grease, and so is her daughter Summer, especially when it comes to Chance. Do you think Chance just followed the evidence, or should he have done more? And Sally and Billy hit the sheets. Did you think it was hot or not? I mean, in my opinion, I'm just glad that Y&R finally got some love on the screens. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below.